This week on the Reseller Locker Room Podcast, we sat down with the Apex Predator. Wait a minute.
No.
That's Apex Jeff.
No, the badass.
The Resellers Locker Room Podcast, the Resellers of entertainment and zero instruction. Out on the road hitting thrift store gold, three wild men with stories untold. Beard Kings growling, Rocky Tops wild, CJ's laughing like a metalhead child. Sipping brews in a cheap motel, talking deals and tales we never sell. This ain't no class, it's a backstage pass to the resale game with some serious sass. Flip or die, we're living fast in the reseller sky.
Did you just call a guest a predator?
Yes.
You got a clearer name, Jeff.
Apex,
What's up?
no. The badass ape of reselling, the apex of reselling, right here.
Yeah.
You can see on my name here it says Apex Jeff, and then it had an optional. You could put other thing. What do you have, Rocky Top? It is what it is, a cupcake. I have CEO of reselling in my house.
There you go.
Cool.
That's right.
Welcome in the locker room, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ben, the Rocky Top Picker, Beard King Picker, Alex, Jeffrey of Jefferson Flips, and Apex Jeff, who we had the distinct honor and privilege of hanging out with at the recent East Tennessee Reseller Meetup. How are you, Jeff?
Man, I'm having a great day. I just decided to make today an eBay day and just jam hard on it. So lots of photographing, lots of isolation time in my resale room here, and turn the tunes on. But yeah, it's been a good day. Some days suck real bad, but today was good. The invitation to be here, I don't know, that tops it off today. Now I got my hat on, Ben. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yes.
That's I understood that this was required to be on your podcast.
And I got my ring on now, boys.
Oh, that's nice.
I like
Oh,
that.
look at that.
Yeah, and remember I thrifted these in East Tennessee.
Yeah, I wanted to buy them off of you, actually.
You could have, but
Well,
you thought they might have been vintage, and then they weren't. They're modern. You still didn't buy them from me, you cheap ass.
I know. Is what it is.
Oh well.
Well,
Yeah, the price has doubled now, Ben.
I get it.
Yeah, the cost is the same, but my shipping is now $18.50.
Oh wow. It's getting up there, brother.
That's right.
Hey Jeff, tell our audience who you are, what you're about, where you're located, in case we have some viewers that's never met you before.
Absolutely. I'm sure there's a lot of folks that maybe hadn't met me yet, but Apex Jeff. But my real name is Jeff Fisher, originally from Austin, Texas, but I'm married a North Carolina girl. Carolina girls, best in the world, is what the song says. So we moved. We could either be where my parents were in East Texas, or move over to North Carolina where there's more family. So we chose here, and we're in the Raleigh area. Apex is actually a town. It's a town southwest of Raleigh. And I just thought that seems to flow pretty good for a resale name.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's much of a brand. I don't really claim to be any, the apex of reselling yet. But since it's my town, if the Philly Flipper can do it and then move around, then Apex Jeff can do it, and then maybe I'll move around too.
Well, I wanted to ask you, after you left the meetup up here,
Yeah,
you posted pictures of going to Dollywood. So
Yeah.
two questions:
I played hooky.
first time? Is that your first time there? And then how was your trip?
Yeah, the first time to Dollywood, which and they had a deal where if you buy one day, you got the second day for free. I don't know how often they do that, but I thought, man, that would be perfect if the weather's good. Then I'll just go on Sunday early morning. I'll rope drop, and then I spent the night. So I actually went to the park 3 times. I went in the morning, I went back to the hotel and took a nap, and then I went in the evening and did night rides. And then before I left for Raleigh, which is about a 5-hour drive. I did the park till about 1, and man, the hills are no joke at that park. It took about 4 loaves of cinnamon bread for me to get through that day, but what a great park, man! Now I'm a coaster guy, so I focused on the coasters. I didn't do much of the shows. I did do the train, but I was all about getting on those coasters, and I was able to get on all of them but one. The mystery mine. It looks so cool, and I watched the point of view videos afterward, but I just could not fit into those restraints. And they have these sample seats right before you go on the ride. Thank God they have these sample seats, because you'd wait 45 minutes in line, and then they tell you can't fit. But they have the sample seats are right by the entrance, and you try them on. And then if the green light goes on and it makes a noise like a ding, and I just could not, even shoving it hard, I couldn't get the ding on my current belly. So
you know why though, Jeff, right?
Okay.
Because
Why?
that's the 4 cinnamon buns you ate.
Yeah. Cinnamon loaves, dude. They're loaves.
I mean, it's sad and you can't see the ding because of your belly. I mean, I'm sorry, I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about.
It's a roller coaster, all right.
Yeah.
I think it was the Pizza Inn buffet we had the day before.
Yeah, probably.
I stuffed in a little bit too much of the pasta there.
Dollywood is pretty consistent year after year of being rated even over Disney World. Did you know that?
No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It is a nice park though.
It's beautiful. It's themed well, and I don't like the Showtime shows. It's like cruise ship entertainment. You're like,
oh, he froze.
Did he freeze?
I don't go to those shows, and I might go in the air conditioner, but I'm really not enjoying the flashy shows. I don't go to Broadway shows either, but coasters, man, they had some good coasters there.
So did you go on? What is the one at the end? The bear or something? I forget what it's called.
The grizzly, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like the something bear. Runaway
That's
bear.
more of a family coaster, though, really.
I took Zoe. Oh, I told this story before because I took Zoe there, and that was her first roller coaster ever, and she cried like crazy. She did not.
Wow.
Like it. I thought it was a smooth roller coaster too.
Yeah, it's not like fair though, and it doesn't do inverts but it goes fast, and it takes some turns pretty hard. So. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised what they call family coasters sometimes. The big one there was called Wild Eagle, and there's this American eagle in the middle of it, and then you're actually on the sides, dangling with your feet like you're in seats. And I'd never been on a coaster like that before. It was smooth as butter, but a couple of loops, inversions. That was my favorite. They had one called the Tennessee Tornado, which had a bunch of real tight flips. And I'm learning something being a coaster enthusiast. We all know what blackout is, but are you familiar with the term gray out?
No. What's gray out?
Gray out is when the blood rushes out of your head with the positive G's, like when you're doing the flips. Mm-hmm. And what happens to your vision is it starts to fade. But the best description is things start to get narrow and a little bit hazy, a little bit faded,
like you're looking through a straw.
So isn't that happen right before the blackout?
Yeah, it can. Absolutely.
That happens when you get high.
That tornado gave me some. I could experience the gray out moments on that. It was cool though. I liked it.
So, Jeff. Since we got you here, we want to thank you for being a sponsor to the meetup that we had.
Sure.
And
that's right.
Give us your take on the weekend. What you thought about it, real quick.
totally different from. I've been to 3 meetups before. I've been to FlipCon 23. Alex, were you at that? I can't remember.
No, I only go to meetups that are hosted in Tennessee. The only ones I've ever been to.
Me too.
FlipCon was in Charlotte. It was well organized by Harry Tornado and a couple of other people. A lot of big ones, but it had a schedule. It had seminars. It had a lot of hangout time, but it was big and big done well. And then I've been to the Nashville Resellers meetup, which Ray and the Nashville Flippers do. That's where I met Alex.
Yep.
And then the second year is where I met Ben. And that was just beautiful, man. Well done. Hangout. The hotel hangout, it was about the hangouts and then just going together and reselling together, picking. But this one was laid back. I love the venue, the Moose Lodge. We had a lot of time, but so 2 segments of the day were if the day's in morning, afternoon, and evening, the evening was always us together, but the morning and afternoon were ours with suggestions, and I like that. And I like the hangout. There were a mixture of veteran resellers and then newer resellers. Some people. Do you think more people were local in Tennessee and within an hour or so drive, or do you think more than half of them drove more than an hour or so?
I think it was split. I know all the locals that were there, and from my assessment, we had more out of town or out of area people that came than the number of locals that we had there.
The thing about, aside from the garage sales and estate sales, that was fairly local. Although I heard people had to travel quite a bit for that. It seemed like we had a home base that was really nice and easy to navigate, but we had anywhere we went, we had to drive 30, 45 minutes to get to. Is that about right?
Yeah, we had some that went up to Bristol, the Bristol flea market, and then we had some went to Jonesboro, which is 20 miles up the road, Johnson City, another 23 miles up the road. And so, it's known as the Tri-City area. The Bristol, Fort Johnson City, Greenville is known as the Tri-Cities. So even if you live around here, you're traveling that if you want to go to different restaurants, different places.
Yeah.
I'd probably just explode right now, Jefferson.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Did
you hit the local yard sale scene there?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Rocket City Resellers, and I decided instead of going in the afternoon to the flea market, we wanted to hit it first thing. I think some of that was we can get some good pickings right from the beginning. I wish I would have done it different, though. I wish I would have just followed with the schedule because I really miss the yard sales. But it's fun to go with other resellers to the yard sales and the estate sales. And when I mention that to my non-reselling friends, they think, "Oh, you guys just compete against each other, right? You're elbowing and grabbing." And I'm like, there's a little bit of that, but there's not. We're just having a good time, and it's kind of whoever gets to it first and sees it gets it. But we're celebrating each other's wins. And honestly, I'm looking for different things than probably any of you are. We'll all pick up a vintage T-shirt, of course, but there's different things that I look for. I resell clothes, men's clothes. I pick up any puppets that I can find. I've had good success reselling puppets, animal puppets, and human puppets. Vintage toys. Some shoes. I don't do shoes as much anymore. But
I can't hang with the shoes. That's like the one thing I hate so much is shoes.
yeah, I don't do sports cards. I don't know that world, but non-sports trading cards like movie card. Yes, there you go.
Creepy. What is that?
Wow.
It just looks like one of your dirty socks with your old hair on it. That's where your hair went. You donated it to the.
That's the girlfriend he just replaced.
Right? I feel like there's going to be a puppet show now. Jefferson, here's your time.
All right, let me get my
everyone's busting out their puppets.
Hey guys,
Oh,
how you doing?
Well,
that one's cool.
Hello there. What's your name, little girl or boy? Are you a girl or a boy?
I'm a girl.
All right. This show has gone off the rails.
I got this at the Goodwill down below the house, man.
I love it. I love picking up the funny things, the weird things. Look at this one with the googly eye.
I like that one.
That's one of my favorites.
So what is the average price of a puppet? I mean, I've sold a book about church puppet for like people doing church seminars for kids and using the puppets. I've sold a book about that before, but is there like a going rate? Is there like a be on the lookout puppet that you're searching for? I don't know anything about, puppets.
Yeah, so 70s and 80s puppets. Most of those companies went out of business. Like Puppet Productions is a really big one. Okay. Puppet Factory, and you can just. It's not hard to look up comps when you see a vintage puppet, and those in good condition can go from $30 to $150. It just depends on how intricate it is. If it's got arms, if it's got the arm rods. Interesting. Yeah. There's some puppets that have one arm, and then the puppeteer will put on a felt glove that matches the puppet's face. And so, and there'll be like an insert through the clothing so that he can operate. I didn't know that. I just wondered. Well, let me go back real quick. I went to a church yard sale, and all along the gym wall were bins of puppets. There was 12 bins of puppets, and when I say bins, I mean those large gray 50-quart bins, huge ones. And I looked up two of them, and each one was over $100. Let me show you one.
Wow. So Jeff, do you consider yourself a puppet master?
Yeah, exactly. Master of puppets.
Pulling your strings.
So this is the one that got my attention.
That's awesome.
This is about $150 puppet. I didn't list this one. It's just too cool to me,
Yeah, that's.
But and then I picked up another one, and it was $100 bill comped on eBay. I'm like, well, I guess I'm buying puppets today. So I paid $300 for those 12 bins. It came with a bunch of clothes. It came with a bunch of parts, like puppet parts, arms, legs, torsos, crazy. And some of the torsos and the parts sold quicker than the regular puppets. Huh. So I thought with the remaining puppets, I might just rip the arms off and sell those as a lot.
I don't think I've ever seen a puppet, but I'm not looking for puppets at yard sales. But I've just never seen any cool puppets like those.
So look for the branded ones. The homemade ones don't sell hardly at all, unless they just look real cool. But my homemade ones are just kind of crap. I guess the church that I bought them from had a puppet ministry, and they would make their own, and it was cool. And they would sew the clothes together to make them, puppet fit. But it's been the branded ones. And then I have a whole bin of animal puppets, and those are a lot easier to find, especially if you resell plush, because you mixed in the plush will be these, these animal puppets. You want to look for Folk Manus, and Folk Manus is just almost always a $20 to $30 bill.
Nice.
We're renaming this episode the CEO of Puppets
That's it.
with Apex Jeff.
The Puppet Master.
The Puppet Master.
That was a good movie.
I know. When did that movie come out? I was looking it up.
85, maybe?
89.
Wow.
89. Oh, that's
89,
later.
yeah.
So
What
you
about-
just you
what
just
about the
sell
album
on,
Master of Puppets, though?
you just sell on eBay, Jeff?
No, I use Vendu to cross list. So I started doing that really slowly, and then it was just the results came quickly. I would say the second most popular is Marketplace, but I can use Vendu to cross list to Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, and then Etsy. I have about a sale a day on Etsy right now, and I put all my vintage there. I put all my plush. I put all my puppets on there. I have right now about 12 bins, the 27-gallon bins of plush. I buy them on Whatnot. So I'm one of those. I don't really do live selling on Whatnot. I source on Whatnot, and I look for the deals where they're just trying to get rid of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I make friends. I hang out. You know, that's community. That's the best thing about a reseller meetup is just a community. But Whatnot for me is an extension of that community, and you hang out. You know, I might buy something, I might tip, but I'm just hanging out, making comments, riffing, aggravating, trying to get some red chats in there.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about Etsy, because I have Etsy and I've been trying to build my store over there. I completely forget to cross promote, so I only do like 5 a week, and I have like maybe 30 books over there. I sold 3 so far.
Yeah.
On what number did you reach when you started seeing consistent sales of 1 a week? Like, how many do you have listed over on Etsy?
Yeah, I've got about 450 right now. So my eBay store is about 2,000, and I've got about 450 over there. Now, most of those are, well, they're almost all plush and puppets. If I get a vintage T-shirt, if something's legitimately vintage, then I'll put it over there. So vintage toy. I don't really I'll put clothing over there if it's true vintage. I probably have more T-shirts over there than any other clothing, but yeah. So I didn't really get much traction for a month or so. I just and then Bob at Rocket City Resellers, he just said, keep posting, Jeff. And I think when I got to about 100 over there, then I started to see some traction.
Okay.
And now I'm at 450 and I'm consistent. So
from like booksellers I talked to, they're saying like 300 is when they started really picking up and getting traction over there, when they're around the 300 mark. So
isn't that funny? You know, they just determined that it might be so many listed, but so many sold. So I probably sold 100 over there by now. And I don't know, maybe when the metrics hit a certain level, they go, all right, this guy's legit and he's hitting his shipping metric. You know, he's not having defects. He's not canceling stuff much. I don't know. Who knows how all this stuff works?
now, are you promoting the listings over there? Because I keep seeing this ad popping up to promote my listings.
On Etsy?
Yeah.
No, I've never promoted. I don't really know how to do that over there. I promote on eBay 5% across the board. But that's the only platform I promote on.
All right.
Maybe if I promoted it, I'll have to look into that.
Jefferson, what does your shirt say?
It says, don't talk to strangers.
Don't talk to strangers.
Aliens and like people. I got a question.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, you ready? Here's my question.
Okay.
What food would you fight a raccoon for?
What the frick?
Hey, you can answer it too. I mean,
Fight a raccoon for?
yeah. I mean, if they got a hold of the food, like if they got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you're not going to fight a raccoon.
Well,
No.
Food.
you know the videos of the people that go to India or China, and then the monkeys come up and steal your food.
Yeah.
They do that on cruise ships too. Like some of the cruise stops, and the monkeys, will take your food. If I was already into a Chick-fil-A sandwich, just a regular Chick-fil-A sandwich, I would fight a raccoon back for that. Have you ever had ooey gooey butter cake? That's a dessert. It's a cake.
I've had it in like the small bars you can buy at like a gas station. They're really good, but I've never had an actual one.
It's good, but it's a facsimile of the real thing, and that's a dessert that I would fight a raccoon for. Ooey gooey butter cake. It has a cake layer. It's a box of yellow cake mix, stick of butter. That might just be all the bottom layer.
Butter.
And then the top layer is another stick of butter, cream cheese, and a whole box of powdered sugar.
Some baby aspirin for your heart attack. Take that before you eat it.
I make a double thing for all of the church potlucks, and it just disappears. And you can't cut it into big pieces either. You got to cut it into small pieces because they'll have a heart attack.
My answer, Jefferson, I'd fight a coon over a Big Mac.
I wouldn't even buy a Big Mac. I would fight a dessert for tiramisu. Yeah, tiramisu. That's my favorite.
What was your answer, Jefferson?
He said vodka.
Vienna
vodka
sausage
bottle.
Vienna sausages.
You crack the little can.
Yeah, you get the lid and they jump in there and try to take one. You got to hit them hard.
Potted meat and soda crackers.
You just crack it and down the juice, or you pour the juice out.
No, you got to drink the juice. I mean,
man, my man is hardcore. There's the Jefferson sticker.
There you go.
Are you full time, Jeff?
No, I'm not full time. I do accounting and finance. Most recently for a university around here, and then it was just a part-time thing. Actually, it was funny because we decided that our housing values in this area have gone up so much that we just decided, let's downsize, let's sell the house and let's move to somewhere smaller, maybe by family. And so we had this downsize mentality. So I pulled all of my Star Wars memorabilia. It was mainly autographs, but some collectibles. But I'm like, I'm good with the memories, and I'm just going to start selling these Star Wars autographs. If I'm going to sell something nostalgic like that for my past, and I've met a lot of these people, it's got to be for something good. So I said, the money that we make is going to go to a Disney trip, Walt Disney World trip. And I had a goal of $3,000. I thought, well, that'll get us the airplane ride and the tickets. And I had that in a month and a half from selling on Facebook Marketplace, Star Wars autographs. They have a specialty group called that. And I could not believe how much money I made so quickly. And I was like, well, geez, what else can I sell? And then I start watching YouTube videos, and then it's over, man.
Then you're like, I should have kept the bigger house. I have too much stuff now. Downsize. What's downsizing?
So that's the challenge. Yeah, fortunately, I've got a shed outside that I can store a lot of bins in. I've jammed stuff in this room. I do my shipping downstairs, but I try. My wife wants me to keep it neat. And if company or family's coming over, man, all that crap comes up here and shoves in the room.
Jeff, you've got my initials on your shirt.
Oh, donkey. This part.
Yeah.
BAD.
What is your middle name, Ben?
Allen.
Wow. No kidding.
Ben Allen. Dean. Interesting.
You're proud of that. Did you just realize that now, Ben? Did you just figure that out?
That's why I don't wear monogram shirts. Yeah.
When you were in the arcade and you played Asteroids, did you put BAD or,
You should get a tattooed on your knuckles. Bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, my dad's is Dad.
I got the B for you. There's the B for you.
Oh, Dad. Uh-huh.
Are you frozen? You're looking down. Let's. I gotta change the subject for like 2 minutes, Ben, and ask about your. I want to hear about your weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're gonna send us hopefully some of the video if that
Yeah,
went down.
I ain't even looked at it yet. I ain't had time.
Everything went well though.
Yeah.
She showed up.
What do you want to know? What do you want to know? Yeah, she's in
I
the
don't know.
house.
I just want to know how everything went. It was a good
Well,
time.
Hold on. She's texting me right now. We've got a boxer. Her name's Natty, and she's kind of going crazy right now. So, but no.
For the listening audience that doesn't know, Ben got married. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, she has a what you call a long wired haired wiener dog, a Dotson, and its name is Ellie. Her name is Ellie Mae, and then she's got a female boxer. Her name is Natty, Natty. So when you marry somebody, you have to marry the whole package. So it went from me and my dog Harley to me, Harley, Ellie Mae, Natty, and Marla. So we got 3 dogs, and we kind of got like a little farm going on over here. But
you don't even have a fence in your backyard. Is your backyard fenced in?
No, but we're going to have to get one. But anyway, but Saturday, I had the wedding, and weather was just spectacular. And we had about 14 people, some of her friends and some of my friends from the Moose. All of them were couples, and they came, and everybody showed up under the guise that they're coming over to watch the UT football game. They did not know they were coming to a wedding.
Oh my gosh.
And
that's funny.
Yeah. So the shock and awe value when the guests pulled up and I was dressed with my UT vest and orange tie, and they were like, wow, you really go all out to watch a football game. And I'm like, oh, you don't know the half of it. And so, it was a great time. We had tons of food. Everybody was great. And a friend of mine that came, he videoed the ceremony on his GoPro, and I've just got to get in here and take a look at it and put it out there. And
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good time. Wish you guys were here, all of you.
No, I wasn't invited, or I would have came.
Well, you all were invited. I mean, come on.
We hinted a lot.
Did you
never got an actual invite?
Huh?
We hinted a lot.
Well, you
could
have.
Y'all
could have came. Well, we started off with it was just going to be me, her, and my parents, and then before I knew it, it ballooned into everything else. And that tends to happen sometimes with, I made a living doing weddings.
I don't like that sound. It's either a stupid question, which I've been getting tons of stupid questions lately. Man, it's so annoying.
Yeah. So
did you guys get blown up with the messages? When are you going to send this out? Because of it threw everyone off with the holiday. I got 3 people asking,
oh, wow.
Hey, can I get the tracking number? When are you going to ship this off? And we have to explain. Yeah. Well, I have 2 days shipping, so yours doesn't technically need to go out till Wednesday, or Tuesday. So yeah, I got 3 in a row about when's my package coming. I'm like, dang, people are.
You only ship certain days, Alex? You ship every day?
I ship every day, yeah.
Okay.
But
he has 2 days shipping, Jeff. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have 2 days shipping, but I wait until it has to go out that day, and then I ship it off that day.
Yeah, but with the weekend, it kind of doesn't matter so much. People not thinking. I did show up at my post office on Monday and wonder why it was so dark in there.
I thought we didn't. I thought they canceled Columbus. I'm not sure why they still have a federal holiday for that. We don't have that at work anymore.
Well,
who canceled them?
But it's society, because apparently he was just a
horrible human being. It's not society that became the cancel culture. It became who led the country, who tried to lead the country, that made cancel culture.
I don't remember canceling, so I knew it was close because I didn't cancel them.
Yeah.
I didn't say I canceled him. I'm just saying I thought he was canceled. They changed it to Indigenous Day, or I don't know.
Gosh.
Anyways, I got 3 messages, but I sent off everything that had to go out tomorrow today too. So I got ahead. So tomorrow I can just focus on listing all day tomorrow.
I do next day shipping, so I'm in it all the time, 24 hours. Boom, boom, boom.
I do 3-day shipping, but I put my vacation on for 14 days while I'm out of town. So
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I've got 5-day shipping on, but I usually ship, within a day or two.
yeah.
I stopped doing trying to ship it out that day because I've shipped a book off and then they cancel it and it's already halfway there. So then it's just a pain in the butt. So I wait until it actually has to go out, and then I know they're not going to, more than likely not going to cancel if they waited the 2 days,
Oh, do you have free returns? Free returns, Alex?
Yeah, free 30-day returns. Yeah.
On all of them, or
everything.
What about big sets?
I have free returns on everything.
You have it on everything. Is that because you're trying to get maintain top seller status, or you just have it?
It's just how it's been set. I mean, I'm top seller, so yeah.
Okay.
I was 100% for like a year and a half, and I finally got my first bad feedback, and it upset me. So now I'm not 100%, but I'm still top seller. And it's funny because now I'm pretty much listing everything. Like I sold a $6 cassette tape, and that's what I get the bad review on. I'm like, I literally told you to keep the tape, and I gave you your money back. And after I refunded them, they gave me a bad review.
Oh, you took it personally. You took it personally.
Yes.
Yeah, my butt still hurts.
Mm-hmm. It is always like $2 item you made. No money.
It's just ridiculous, But you hear that the most complaints you get is from these cheaper items, which is I'm finding out, unfortunately, is to be true.
Yeah, because that's more. Yeah, people that buy the cheaper stuff because it's what they can afford. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, true, totally true.
Yeah, so that $6 means more to that person than the person who spent $200 on a book.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Those items that you picked that you showed us at Pizza Inn, Jeff, have you got those listed? Those books that you found and all that yet? Have you got it listed?
Yeah, like there was an Abraham Lincoln book. It was so many things I can't remember all of them, but I found a lot of. There was a lot of clothes. I found some Carhartt. I found some Vineyard Vines. There was some vintage toys. There was some beer memorabilia. I still got that box. Remember that box, that beer box? Did you ever see that?
That wooden box.
Yeah, let me get it real quick.
Oh. I didn't know you could sell beer on eBay. Sure, it'll go list
I sell beer taps and all that before.
Well, I know that. Not actually.
That's a cool Genesee cream ale.
Yeah, Genesee.
Yeah, Genesee. Now I haven't listed this yet. The comp on this was $120.
Wow.
And I got, I don't know exactly what I paid for it. It was a bundle deal. I paid the guy $175. There was clothing, there was video games, there was a bunch of true vintage Mickey Mouse and Mickey Mouse Club stuff in there.
Yeah, those figures.
Yeah, and the power of the bulk, the power of the pile, right?
Yeah.
And let's see, there was a train. This is like a vintage.
That's cool.
Yeah,
toy train that I got there.
Yeah.
This is one of the vintage Mickey Mouse. It's like a pull toy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't listed it yet, but that's from the 60s or maybe the 70s.
That's cool.
Still works. But what I do is what goes on the floor here. The only things that goes on the floor in this resale room are unlisted stuff, and then I've got a really big light box over here. Let me show you real quick. Oh, it does not work. It's doing my computer. Okay.
Yeah, we're coming through the computer one.
I thought I was using the
right when you moved that. I'm like, no, we're not connected to that.
4K. So I got this huge light box over here, and a stool that I can sit on. And then over here, this is it's my flat lay. That's it. Jefferson, you can go ahead and do the jokes. The flat lay. But,
What's that teal green
No,
ball?
I don't have a joke for that, but I was thinking I still have my vintage 1970s pull toy. I play with it all the time.
What's that teal green bong looking thing?
1970.
the bong.
Yeah, on your desk. What's that teal green looking
I
thing?
was born poor. I got no toys.
Oh, okay. That's your.
It's a fart.
Okay.
Isn't that a fart machine?
I
A
thought
fart
you were
gun?
talking to me. Let me try to reopen it. But the flat lay it'll come out, and it's got legs that drop down, and then I can put. But then it's like what are those beds that push up against the wall?
Murphy
into the
beds.
wall. It's like a Murphy bed. Yeah, it just retracts right into the wall, and I can pull it out and photograph and put it in, and then all the unlisted stuff that was on the floor goes into bins and out of here.
Nice.
Yep. The only things I leave in here are, kind of climate control things. So my cassettes are in here, my toys. I do have my plush in here. I don't want them to get, the humidity of the shed, but it seems to work pretty good.
Nice.
Global warming. My flat lay, my flat lay is my insulation for my door. So I pull it out when I need it, but I don't really mess with clothes, so I haven't used it. I haven't used it in a couple months now, so.
Oh, okay.
I can't stand listing clothes, but I like live selling clothes, but not taking pictures of them.
Let me. I've got a couple of new announcements, fellas. So I got to slip this in real quick. We want to thank our paid members to the locker room: Wolfman Goodies, Mike Camparelli, Mary McQueen, Jefferson, formerly CJ Benz Finds, Trash to Cash Podcast, Vintage Sports Flips, Good Water Pickers, Rick Rothman, Reselling with Woody, Eagles and Beagles, Biscuit Butt, and we have two new members, Jack's Treasures and Debbie Does Deals.
Nice.
Right.
I want to see that website.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
I'll be honest, Jefferson. That was my exact thought when I saw that new member sign up.
No, when you said the D, I was hoping for a different word. But that's
Debbie Does Deals.
Isn't Archie new too? When did Biscuit Butt sign up?
before
He was a member
2 months
before,
now.
for months.
3 months now.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
So
thanks.
welcome, Jack's Treasures and Debbie Does Deals. That's awesome. Thank
Was
you.
Debbie at the meetup? Is that how you decided to?
I don't think so.
sponsor us?
I don't know,
Well,
Hopefully
we
come to the
appreciate
next
you. Yeah.
but
Thank you.
shout out to those fine folks for sure.
All right, Jeff. So if your personality was an item in a thrift store, what would it be and why?
A puppet.
Jeez.
Yeah, it would be a crazy, weird plush doll of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got one sitting over here. My special ones, I just leave them over here to sit. I've got some up here by my arcades that are hard to see, but there's my alien one.
That's cool.
Is,
I like
is
that.
that branded from the show Alien TV by chance?
These are those
It's a real show.
those
Okay.
hats.
Yeah.
With the anytime I see these, I pick these up. I just think these are fun and funny. I'll keep them in my resale room, but I will list them and just kind of let them sit there. But I list them a little bit higher. This was a cool one. SpongeBob.
Oh, SpongeBob.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a weird motion.
Yeah.
really.
Let's get the angle on that.
Good. Yeah. You up, man.
Come here, Squidward.
Puppet show. We're going to have to use the AI puppet for the thumbnail again.
Yeah.
Gotta be puppets again.
Oh no. Oh man.
Yeah, put him up there
Jerking
again.
puppets with the puppet master Apex Jeff.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
I got
is
this
that?
from Coco Loves Life, I think. It's a mariachi.
Yeah.
And in Texas, man, we had the mariachis. And
In California too. Yeah.
yeah, we had a 70% Hispanic high school, and we had a mariachi program at our school.
Oh,
It was a credit that you could take and you could play.
Mm-hmm.
And I played trumpet. And so I joined the mariachi. I was one of the gringo guys, but I would sing in Spanish. I wouldn't know what I was talking about. But, that kind of thing gives you a lot of confidence. And I think playing an instrument gives you a lot of confidence. But, boy, when you perform with a group or in a band, when you're up there having to be on a microphone or in front of a crowd, I'm grateful to things like experiences like that in high school, because I think it helped me to be, more confident.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I played trumpet in like 7th grade. And
Yeah.
when I figured out how to play the Pink Panther theme song, I quit because that's all I wanted to ever play on the trumpet, and I was done.
You got the girl with the Pink Panther theme. Is that what you did, Alex?
Yeah.
I didn't play an instrument in school. I did have a breakdancing group though. We used to go to different places
Called
and break
the White Boys.
I
breaking
forget
group?
what the name of it. There's me and 2 other guys, man, and I remember we were invited to, I forget what event it was at the country club here in town, to go do our breakdance show there.
It would
And
be
then
at a country club.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then we went to the skating ring. It's no longer there anymore. But they duct taped down a square of linoleum in one corner, off away from the skating rink, and we got to bring our boom boxes in there. We did our act at the skating rink. I mean, that was the thing back then, man.
Wow.
Parachute pants.
Did you have matching tracksuits or matching sweats?
No, we had
No?
Michael Jackson jackets, and I had a white glove on that Michael Jackson.
I had a Michael
Oh.
Jackson glove. I think we all had that at that time.
Do we have any pictures, Ben, of this breaking? Please.
Actually, I do have pictures,
let's see that. Why didn't I
Yeah.
see that when I was at your house?
but I will never show them.
I'll give you $1.
Dude, I
Jefferson will
used to
give you
do the
$1 too.
windmill. I used to
$2.
do all of that stuff, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was serious back then. We would go and we would have practice sessions.
Yeah.
And we would get it down, boy. We'd get it down.
Now, was there an opposing Latin group that you fronted and you crossed their territory and had to have a breakdance battle?
Well,
The Sharks.
we went up against some brothers one time, and we actually did better than they did.
No, you didn't. That's
I
impossible.
swear.
White boy can't do
That's
that.
how he remembers it. Let him remember it that way.
Yeah, let me have my
You
have my
served.
delusions.
Yeah.
What's next? You beat him in a basketball game? No.
No, white men can't jump, but we can break dance.
No. All right. I'll give you that.
I can't believe I even talked about that. Anyway, back to
And the girl swooned. You got the girl. You got the girl back then.
yeah.
Alex played his trumpet and swooned Bethany with the Pink Panther theme. and then Ben with his first wife goes. She said,
Yeah, dude, I'd break my neck if I tried to do any of that these days.
Yeah, that's the truth.
I don't even know where to go from here. I mean,
I don't
what
either.
can
It's
top
Jefferson,
breakdancing?
were you in a band?
Ben.
You in a band or to play an instrument, or how did you swing the girls?
I was a stripper for a while. I was the Chubbindales.
Chubbindales.
Chris Farley was our inspiration.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah, we were male dancers, but we kept cutting ourselves with the letters. So paper cuts are a bitch.
Anyway, all right.
I know. No, I was in the FFA, Future Farmers of America. I grew up
Wow.
on a dairy farm. I was a
Okay.
state vice president for the state of Delaware. I probably would have been president, but I knocked a girl up. So that was the end of my stint. They weren't letting me in no more.
Wait, you're trying to be the president, but you knocked a girl up? What
No,
happened?
I got it. Well, my first son, we never got married. We tried twice, but it never
I
worked.
thought he said he knocked her out. You knocked
No,
her
I didn't
out?
knock her out. God damn. No.
That's what I heard.
That's why I got banned from bowling. It wasn't the girl though. I had this really nice, really nice
Banned
hard
from bowling.
plastic bowling bag from the 50s that was my grandfather's. And we were on the bowling league, and this girl went up
Art
through a
ninja.
gutter and lost the game, came back and kicked my bowling bag and put her foot through it. And then I said something to her, and her brother said something to me, and I punched him. And I was wearing one of those Cobra things at the time that held your finger, and it kind of ripped his face open. And so then I was banned from the bowling alley at like 14. And I lived in a small town, so that was every time I tried to sneak in, they knew who I was. They'd throw me out. So that's why I can't bowl anymore. I can't bowl very good.
Jeff, I used to have that.
Well, you didn't punch anyone at Crossville.
The Minions. It's the Minions one, right?
Yeah, yes, I used to have that. Oh yeah. Let me let you in on this, Jeff. You probably didn't watch us when we started over 2 years ago.
No.
One of the Archie came up with this idea one time after we did a show. He says, "Why don't we do a segment called Guess My Fart?"
What? Oh no.
And I was like,
That's what I said. That's why a segment didn't happen.
yeah, I was I was all for it. I mean, me and Archie, we were like, yes, that would be hilarious. And then, of course, Alex.
That's how Ben used to power his windmills when he was a breakdancer.
Yeah. Yeah. So that never did come to pass, as Alex said. So, yeah, it's going to be Guess My Fart. And you know how that works. You try to guess the sound of it, and then you hear it and see if it matches.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
On the podcast?
Yes.
Or that was an idea that
It didn't happen.
didn't happen.
Yeah.
Huh.
You're welcome.
Which would have
Everyone-
been less
You're
which
welcome.
would have been less of offensive than some of the stuff we've done in the past. So, I think that's G-rated compared to some of the things we've done. But anyway.
It's an all-male audience that listens to this podcast.
Well, oddly enough that you said that. At one time, I think at the first of this year, looking at our demographics on this channel, we were only pulling like 4 or 5% women viewers.
Yeah.
And the last time I looked, we were up to high 20s.
Okay.
So we've gained women viewership, and
It's like a Rush concert, I guess.
They brought in
You're
the eye
about
candy.
there. Yeah.
yeah. And we've had quite a few women as guests on the show. And I guess when we started years ago, it was all male all the time, practically. And we kind of got the reputation, oh, that's a dude show. But,
Yeah.
with having, Mary and all the other females we've had on, the consignment chat gals, and
Oh yeah.
different ladies. And we want to be evenly spaced, so to speak. So it's been an adventure doing this show, I'm telling you.
When you change your opening song to a power ballad, then you'll get the women.
Yeah.
Change it to like power metal. That would be awesome.
Jefferson created that opening song there.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go back and update the pictures from the meetup. Maybe put some new pictures.
I don't know. I don't want to lose my long hair, dude. I relish that every time I see the pictures.
All right, we'll leave it alone.
Did you cut it for the wedding? Is that why you cut it, or you just
No.
If
other
he did,
reasons?
there would have never been a wedding if he never cut his hair.
Yeah, the cut.
Facts.
Oh, you did cut it for the wedding then?
No, he cut
No.
it to get the girl. Before he got the girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
I cut it before I met.
Jeff's like, but that was only 5 days ago. What are you talking about? He's so confused.
Last week.
Well, let's do a timeline.
how long have you known Marlo for 3
Well,
high
weeks?
school.
Well, since high school, she was a senior when I was a freshman, and I knew her.
Okay.
I knew her back in high school. I didn't know her personally, but I knew of her.
Okay.
I'd see her in the halls a lot.
He stared at her.
Yeah, I stalked her. But anyway, so in 2020, she came into my restaurant with the guy that she was seeing at the time, and then she came in again with a bunch of her girlfriends, And her living 2 doors down from my mom and dad, I guess my mother kind of kept tabs. You know, he was living with her, and mom told me one day that they must have broke up because he's no longer around. He's not there.
Yeah.
And I just sent her, I just slid a DM to her, and
Wow.
and she said she was seeing somebody else. She wanted to see where it goes. And I said, okay. So I just blew it off. And then a week later,
you sent the breakdancing photos. And then she's like, yeah.
Well, yeah. In between that time, I went and got all my hair chopped off. Well, her best friend is a hairdresser in the same place I go to get my hair cut.
Okay.
Well, her friend saw me in there getting my hair cut and snuck and took a picture of me sitting in the chair and sent it to Marlo saying, hey, there's a guy that came in here to the shop. He got my attention. I think you need to check him out. And she goes, that's funny because he just asked me out about a week ago. And then boom, it took off. Officially, we've been dating 7 weeks before we got married.
Wow.
Yeah.
You went from dude looks like a lady to Bachelor in Paradise now, right?
Yeah.
Married man in paradise.
Married man in paradise. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's great.
That's great.
I'm having a good time.
Jefferson, whenever Ben's camera freezes, we'll just know he's doing a breakdance move now.
Exactly. All of a sudden,
fast,
the
the camera
and you
keep
see
up.
his feet going.
If I knew I wouldn't have hurt myself, I would have broke out in my act at the meetup. But dude, I can't do that stuff.
We'll plan that for next year.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lordy. I'd have to lose about 30 pounds.
They make bigger tracksuits now. It's good. It's good.
Dude, I weighed like $140 when I was doing that, maybe less than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't we all? Were you tall? Are you're not 6 foot, are you?
I'm 5'10".
5'10". Okay. Yeah, I'm 5'11".
204 pounds.
Yeah. Were you that height in junior high?
No.
High school. You got high school.
That's probably close.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
How about that reselling?
what?
No, I don't know.
Hey,
You just start yelling out things you sold. You know.
Yeah. Do we just yell them out? Is that what we do
Yeah,
now?
so, yeah.
Is that how reselling podcasts work?
Exactly.
Cool. I sold an encyclopedia botanical set from 1952 for $450.
wow.
Woo!
And I'm just excited to get 3 boxes out of my house
That's cool.
because that took up so much.
I sold more presidential dolls, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, and also John F. Kennedy to one buyer for $80 plus shipping for $99.32.
Was that the same guy that came in and bought 10 like last week? Or
No, this is a different person.
You sold those dolls to like a couple different like repeat buyers though, right? That came back.
Yeah.
All the quality of them.
Yeah. And y'all were in here, but I've got 3 shelves right up here in front of me, and they were solidly full of these presidential figures, and I am condensed down to 1 shelf now.
Wow.
So
Nice.
that collection, Jeff, I bought off of Facebook Marketplace. It's like 150 some, action figure presidential. And then there's governors and vice presidents and Ben Franklin, historical figures.
Yeah, I've heard you talk about them. Did you know that they were valuable beforehand? Had you sold them beforehand?
No, but when I saw that bulk collection on Marketplace, I started comping it out. And I thought, crap, if I can get these cheap enough, man, I can make a killing off of this.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, so that's what I did. And I had to drive about 45 minutes to go get it, but my Lord, it's worth it. It's just like them golf club head covers I bought 3 years ago. Still selling them things.
Wow.
Because I bought like 400 or 500 of them.
You know, Shane, Soda City's Flips, he sells like presidential artifact cards or something. I don't know anything about them, but he talks about them. And he's like, oh, you got some? There it is.
Shane sent me this one. This is Poe. And then he sent me a Trump one.
Okay.
So these are the president ones. He sells the ones that are signed, like the relics are from
Relics. That's it.
Yeah, relics.
Yeah.
And the
He
Poe
was-
one is from not Poe, but he was talking about some villain ones too. They have a villain line, or
okay.
something.
It's called.
they have-
I think the series is History from the Past or some relics.
Relics from the
History-
past, I think it is.
Yeah, something like that. They're cool cards. So.
Yeah.
When he was doing his other channel with all the breaks, haven't seen a video in a while, so I don't think he's doing that. But yeah, he was buying that a lot.
All right. So
Jefferson,
What do you got?
what did you sell? Did you
My
say
biggest sale of the week, I sold a $40 belt buckle with a pocket knife in it on Grail. So
cool?
On Grail. See, I've never messed with that site at all.
clothes is good on there, and I sell belt buckles on there pretty good.
Huh.
You're supposed to refresh it. I haven't even messed with it in 3 months. Somebody bought one, so I refreshed so I got those pocket knife belt buckles that I can't sell anywhere else.
Mhm.
They sell there, so I just refreshed all them, and I'll see. They're good for Christmas usually, gift. So
Yeah. What you got, Jeff? I know you went to grab something
Mhm.
there.
Yeah, no, I did. We have a specialty game store here called Limited Run, and they make they take older games and make make the games on, like, for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X and the Switch, where they've not been before. But they had a big warehouse sale last year. I spent $1,700 and probably made about $8,000 off of the product from there. One of the things that was in there is these Atari Special Edition.
nice.
They have a set of 10 of them, and if you get the whole set, it says Atari 50, so it's like Atari 50th anniversary, and it's the carts. So, like, this is Super Breakout. It's a cart, but it's a special cart, and when you put it into your original Atari, it lights up, and then there's some special memorabilia stuff in here. They had these when these came out. They were limited edition. They were $100. They all sold out. They had these just in a huge bin for $10 each. I bought every one of them. I bought probably about 40 of them. I've sold them for as much as $180 for some of them, for just one. But I had a set of 6 of them that all had damage on them. I took pictures. They're still sealed, but they had damage. That sold for $420 this week with $20 shipping.
Nice.
So 60 into 420, I'll take that all the time.
Can you open one so we can see what's inside?
We'll do a pack break, right? What is it? Pack break.
The complete set of those that says Atari, was Atari 51? How much does that go for if you had that sealed? How much would that go for?
If just retail price, they were each $100, so that's $1,000. As they were rolling them out, if you got on the pre-orders, you just can't buy them for $100 anymore. So now mine are damaged, and then I've made my money times 10 already. So I'll kind of take whatever on the rest of them. I think I have about 4 of them left. But
That's awesome.
Was there complete sets when you're comping those? Was there someone that has a complete set of them for sale?
yes, and they were selling for $2,000 or $3,000.
Oh wow!
For the set.
Yeah, for a full set that was clean and sharp.
Mhm.
I had some that were perfect looking, and then I had some that were pretty dinged in.
I'm gonna grab something for a find of the week, and I'll show you guys real quick.
Cool.
Find of the week.
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 All right, so I found this is from Dead and Company, their last show at the Sphere in Las Vegas. This is signed by the artist, and it is number 11 out of 28.
Oh, that's killer.
Let me move that.
What'd you get for that?
How much? Well, you can find sold comps from 3 and higher. I'm gonna list this at $600 and just to see what happens. There's no other ones on eBay. So how much do you think I paid for that?
$20.
25.
Cool.
So
That's killer,
that's
man.
like awesome find. He had 2 of them, but one was done by like a guy in the parking lot, and it wasn't like worth anything. It was still a cool piece, but this is actually the artist that did the official flyer for the show.
Was it at a flea market, Alex? I didn't quite hear that.
No, yard sale.
At a yard sale.
Yeah,
wow.
Over the weekend with the yard sale, there's 2 of them sitting out. And he just moved here, and he has a whole bunch of dead shirts, and he seemed very interested in selling them. So I gave him my card. So hopefully we'll hear from them, and that would be a very profitable private pick if I could go check out all his dead stuff.
Well done.
Yeah, dude. That's great.
Very excited about that one.
Well, Jeff, tell everybody where they can find you on all your socials and all that good stuff.
Oh, that's great. I'm on Instagram as Apex Jeff. I sell mainly on eBay. If anyone looks at my store, it's either Apex Jeff or Apex Jeff NC like North Carolina. I don't have a YouTube channel. I mean, I have one, but really not any videos. So I'm on Whatnot occasionally. I bought a huge cassette lot that I'll be doing some shows in the coming weeks. So you can go to Whatnot and subscribe to Apex Jeff and interact with me and buy some cassettes for $4 each.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Cool.
I love cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Except when they give you a bad review for a $6 one. I don't love them.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, Jeff. I know I kind of slid that invite to you at the last minute, but we appreciate you taking time.
Ton of fun. Invite me back anytime, or if you got somebody that drops out, just shoot me a message.
Okay, sounds good. Y'all got anything else, fellas?
I'm sure I have another weird question, but I don't know.
Go ahead.
Is it about
you ever looked at an old photo of yourself and felt like that was another person?
No.
Like when you were breakdancing, stuff like that.
I can't say that I have, my brother.
It's like a distant memory, isn't it?
Yeah. You're like, oh wow, I don't remember doing that.
It's familiar.
I didn't remember. I don't remember dancing like that at the meetup and Ben DJing with the scratching, but I guess.
Have you seen the AIs with the guy Bob Ross and
Mr. Rogers? I have sent Chad.
Oh, they're playing basketball, right? They're playing basketball.
There's a whole bunch of them
they were doing
floating
a
around.
fight.
Yeah, there's a ton of them floating around right now.
The Mr. Rogers ones, there's tons of them when he's sitting down with Tupac, and I've sent every one of them to Chad Wolf. Mr. Rogers of Reselling, I sent him all those videos. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Wow.
One of them was like, "Do you like these?" And he go, "These
I saw
what?
These nuts.
Yeah.
These nuts on your chin."
Yeah.
Anyway, this has been.
Bob Ross says that to Mr. Rogers.
No, Mr. Rogers says that to Tupac.
Yeah.
Tupac.
Yeah. All right. This has been the Reseller Locker Room. Great having you, Jeff. Come back and see us again. We can't wait to see each and every one of you every Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. Come back in, hit the sub if you ain't done it. Join us. Appreciate all of our paid memberships. We'll see you next time right here in the locker room.